Primordial Radio.
So can I move away from the new album? I've got a couple things I want. Like, we were talking about YouTube earlier and the importance of YouTube videos. So let's just have a quick check. Masterpiece in a month. Masterpiece has had, let's say, almost 3.5 million views. Do you take into account YouTube algorithms and all that kind of stuff when you're putting together an artistic idea for a video? Do you think, right, let's do a story in this one because that'll bring more people in, or should we just do a thing? How does that work for you?
Not so much ever in the creation of the music or the videos specifically. No, like anything that has to do with the actual album or official music videos. No, that's just strictly like, this is our artistic vision for these two components of what we represent. And it's more YouTube and social media and stuff is more from like a marketing sense, like, to be, of course, candid. We recognize that the algorithm basically controls everything now and how much exposure you get. So it's a game that you have to play. You really do. So you'll see things like, we just put out a lyric video for Cyberhex, and you continue to kind of pump things into these avenues that keep you in front of fans and expose you to new fans. And it sucks that that's what you have to do, but you'll see every single band finding their own way of doing that, because if you don't, you're just going to get left in the dust. So it's more so after the fact that we try to find ways to do that kind of stuff.
Speaking of the algorithm, have you ever checked out the actual musical artist of the algorithm?
So I'm so happy that you asked this, because I haven't necessarily been asked a lot of questions about like maybe other artists we were listening to or something during the record. So the algorithm, our producer on this record, JD, introduced me to the algorithm in 2020 when we were hanging out a lot during the pandemic. And I was like, oh my God, this is like an extension of the Mick Gordon stuff, an extension of stuff that we like to do. And I was like, how have I never heard this before? And learn more about it. We ended up getting one of the programs that the algorithm uses, called Lethal, for creating our stuff to try to expand our sounds, and just definitely a big inspiring artist for this record.
It's just how do you be so heavy when it's just nothing but programmed, and it's like, it's like sounds like I'd never heard before.
Yes, it's so great. Like, I can't wrap my head around it. Like, I can't math and music don't make sense to me, because like I don't know how to do like crazy time signatures and whatever, but the dude just figures out the craziest patterns, but still keeps it so heavy and still able to bang your head. It's amazing.
It is. I absolutely love it. And then occasionally, just occasionally, with all the really complex time signatures and the programming that goes in there, there'll be a bit that's like 4/4. You're like, oh, yeah, we could dance to this bit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, oh, okay, right. It's crazy. Pro tip as well for anyone watching this right now: if you haven't checked out the algorithm yet, definitely do that. They've got new stuff around as well. Absolutely killer. I also wanted to ask you about, we've been talking about, YouTube and social media and that. Your own TikTok is sadly lacking. Was it one of those where you start the social media and then go, I've lost interest in this now, I'll do a couple of videos and fuck it?
I have here in this device a video that I actually filmed yesterday as my return to my TikTok. I've been more active on the band one for the past like 2 months or so ish. I didn't lose interest. It's just that I don't want to do TikToks on my account that are like half-assed. I like them to be at least thought out to a certain degree, or like something that's worth watching. So I have been so busy with all the new record stuff and touring and everything that I haven't felt like ready to do one. And I say that like it's some massive production when really it's the dumbest shit ever.
Your Father's Day stuff from last year was absolutely fabulous, man. I love it.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? People, so over the pandemic, I started doing ones that I had said that I got a landscaping job, and so many people think that I actually had a landscaping job. It's like they get that I'm joking, but they think that it's real that I have the job, and the jokes are like accompanying it. I thought that was the takeaway that was funniest to me, that people thought I was like actually landscaping. I was like working on a record, but yeah, it was just really funny. I don't mean that in like a bad way. I mean, like, I think it's cool that they thought that, and it made the joke a lot deeper. So yeah, I need to go back to it. I have a list like this long in my phone of different ideas, and I filmed one yesterday to hopefully make a funny, stupid return back to it. But yeah.
Oh, excellent. And especially, the thing is, going into landscaping over the course of the pandemic, you couldn't tour. People in the creative industries couldn't do shit. Getting a job going landscaping, that it's not too far beyond the realms of possibility.
No, not at all.
Prime Audio Radio.